fucking Redditors, man. I hope you'll
weirdo
die.
type.
Also, these guys. These guys. Isn't that what you're doing right now? Isn't that literally what you're doing? Making an alt account for this? I want drama. Give me drama, guys. Are you ready for drama? Reddit mods try canceling based game dev, but it backfires instantly. Hope your stream goes great. Thank you.
So this is going to be pretty dang hilarious. I hope you guys enjoy this one. We've got like peak Reddit moderator behavior here. Peak
Redditors,
modern
man. I hope
audience
you'll
weirdo
die.
type stuff going on.
In
You
Minecraft.
may recall a few weeks ago we were talking about the CEO of CI Games. CI Games being the developer and publisher behind the game Lords of the Fallen. And the CEO being Marek Tymiński. He was making the news because
Who?
back on January 12th,
Sounds
of
Russian.
2025, he ran a poll on his Twitter account.
Oh, yeah, that's why he's so pissed. Because he's
Yeah.
Russian.
In a
True.
medieval fantasy action RPG experience, what do you prefer to choose between? We will follow the final result.
Personally, I don't give Put whatever you want. That's meaningless. Like, if it's just calling something, I don't give a
First option being body type A/body type B. The second option
How about only body type C? I need some vitamin C.
being male or female.
That's how
and
I
the third
feel about
option
it.
being none of the above. This tweet began to set off the modern audience types who are very offended by this simple poll, which is obviously a ridiculous thing to get offended by. A more reasonable critique of this tweet would be how in the game Lords of the Fallen they did use body type A/body type
Are you pale? Not really.
B according to my recollection. So some people did argue that the framing of this
Not
tweet was
really.
rather disingenuous, and that it might therefore be a disingenuous way of trying to get publicity for his game. Of course, make up your own mind on that, form your own opinion on that stuff. But what we do know for sure is, once again, the modern
So you don't
audience
need
types
vitamin
are
D?
very offended
I
by
do,
this,
actually.
including Reddit mods on the subreddit
I
for
need
Lords of
C
the
and D.
Fallen. That takes us to this new post. Only 14 hours ago, the account Lords of the Fallen _mods made announcement addressing the CEO of CI Games' politically motivated agenda. Direct links to X, formerly Twitter, Facebook, and
Ooh.
Instagram are
Politically motivated.
no longer permitted. First of all, let's talk
Strong
about the account
words.
that's posted on Lords of the Fallen mods. This seems to be an account made on January 25th
You
with the
quickly
sole
get that
purpose
on
of
poll.
making that post, which is interesting because there's already like a dozen mods on that subreddit,
Yes, the
but
4chan
none of them
poll.
wanted to post on their main accounts. Instead, they made this new account to make that post on, which only makes the situation even more amusing. Now let's see what these mods
Ooh,
have to say.
because they're scared. They know they're grunts. That's why he made another account.
Okay. The CEO of CI Games, Marek Tymiński, is actively supporting and promoting fascist ideology under the guise of catering to the player base. As a moderation team, along with many
So these guys. So these guys. These guys. Isn't that what you're doing right now? Isn't that literally what you're doing? Making an alt account for this?
of the past weeks. So there's a hyperlink there of this alleged fascist behavior. When you click it, it takes you to xcancel.com, which I guess is a way of viewing Twitter without using Twitter. It's
What? X cancel?
seems. The point is they're accusing him of being a fascist because of his Twitter account. Because on his Twitter account, he has the audacity to make polls like the one we read a moment ago, asking about male or female.
How should attractive late female characters look in an action RPG? I mean, I think they should look cool, but like the gameplay is more important.
Options.
I agree
And
with the
another
poll.
one, for example, saying, should
I
leading
agree.
video game characters be widely considered attractive /
Yeah.
aspirational by the majority of players?
Yeah.
For this one that says, how should attractive lead male characters look in an action RPG?
What does rugged means? Badass for sure. Just an everyday guy.
Similarly, this one that says, how should attractive lead female characters look in an action RPG? And lastly, this one that says, Souls-like RPGs often allow co-op play, but should invasions be optional in this mode?
Should invasions be optional in this mode? I wanna say yeah, but it depends on the gameplay loop. Cause, well, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I agree. Like,
This
yeah,
is what the
yeah.
Lords of the Fallen subreddit mods are referring to
So
as
like
fascist
wait, I really like how Dark Souls does it. It's one of the Dark Souls, so it might be Elden Ring. The invasions don't turn on until you specifically do certain actions. Then you are open to get invaded. I forgot what it was. I think it's if you play co-op. If you play co-op on Elden Ring, then you become open for invasion. I'm not sure though. And I think that's really
Even for
good.
a group of politically brain-rotted and terminally online Reddit mods, that seems pretty dang extreme. Anyways, continuing with the Lords of the Fallen Reddit mod post, they say, in response, we have removed all CI Games and Hexwork officials from the moderation team. However, we want to make it clear that those removed are honorable and decent individuals, and we have nothing but respect for them. Every interaction we've had with them since the game's launch has been nothing short of extraordinary. Unfortunately, this decision affects the wrong people. So they actually removed the official developers, official employees of CI Games and Hexworks from the mod team. And just to clarify, Hexworks is a developer studio, but they are owned by CI Games. Continuing, they say, our concerns are directed solely at the CEO, and at this time, no one else.
Ooh.
Over the past several weeks and months, we have seen a significant increase in hate speech, misconduct, and violations of Reddit whenever content from these platforms is shared. Additionally, we have experienced an influx of users spreading fascist views, both on the subreddit and via mod mail. Let us be clear. We do not tolerate any violations of our behavioral rules, nor do we condone or support fascist ideology. Anyone engaging in such misconduct will face a permanent ban. You can find our subreddit.
He likes the word.
Sidebar.
Yeah,
Why
he
are we
does.
banning these platforms? While the rise in misconduct related to X, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram is a key factor, there are additional reasons for this decision. Yeah, okay, blah, blah, blah. Then they talk about not allowing screenshots from those platforms either, saying that these rules take effect immediately. Finally, saying alternatives to Twitter, Blue Sky is a great alternative, and many users and outlets have already made the switch. If you have any suggestions for improving this process, feel free to share them in the
Blue Sky is a great alternative, and many users and outlets have already made the switch. Okay.
Comments or via mod mail. Additionally, if any other moderators from other subreddits would like access to the auto moderator scripts we've written, we're happy to share them. Simply contact us via mod mail. The Lords of the Fallen mod team. Except this whole thing is going really poorly for them. You can take a look at all the responses they're getting, and they're essentially all laughing at and or criticizing the mods for this insane move. For example, top response is like,
that's
release
wild.
fascism, a small minority trying to dictate, censor, and control the majority. Another saying, the fact that you guys can't see the irony in this makes me believe you're not all there upstairs. Not only was what he said not fascist, you guys perform a hostile takeover because you disagreed with his opinions.
Reddit is terrible. Well, you know what's funny? Grok doesn't agree with you. Grok from Twitter thinks that Reddit is better than Twitter.
Your rules or else. Reddit
He told me that. Me.
mods never beating the stereotypes. And this one that says, can you share a single screenshot of actual fascist behavior from Merrick? Or is this just about the male/female and literally nothing else? I don't get it. I'm pretty left-leaning, and this still seems incredibly stupid unless you can show evidence to back up your claims. Response to that saying, same here, and I think the post by the mod team is an overreaction that borders on parody. Response they got saying, for real, even if the guy's a fascist, this is a complete overreaction. I love how often the dev posts here, take feedback, answer questions, etc. It makes no sense to remove them and kill what made the sub so good in the first place. So yeah, that just makes it even more crazy. They had actual active developers on the subreddit answering questions and talking about feedback and stuff like that.
That's wild,
Pretty
bro.
rare
What if
thing,
they go
really.
rogue?
But hey, let's go ban
They
all
literally
of them
just went
because
rogue.
offended by polls. We'll take a look at a few more top responses, and of course, let me know what you think about all this stuff in the comments. The next one reading, imagine banning every other social media platform and the actual demodding of the actual developers of the game over quote-unquote disinformation and quote-unquote
That's
political
wild,
motivated
dude.
agendas,
Oh my
and saying this
god.
stuff with a straight face. The current power-hungry mods of the subreddit have an obvious
Let me
political
stand up real
agenda,
quick.
which is why they want to remove all communication from any platform except Blue Sky. I hope the developers shut this subreddit down and remake an official one that isn't held hostage by angry leftists acting like fascists. This top response questioning why the mods don't just resign, saying, if you mods are so offended by this decision, why not just resign from your position? Let other people take your place. The response they got reading, because they lose any sense of a power trip they have in their life. And finally, we'll take a look at this top response that says, you loser mods have completely lost the plot. Reddit is ironically a bigger echo chamber than X. That is saying something because X is absolutely toxic. You act as if everyone who doesn't hold your view is a fascist. Heck, the word is going around so much that it's losing its meaning. Reddit has become so radical
Just like
that I don't even recognize the platform anymore. I used to look to the sub for news. I guess I can't anymore because sore loser mods want a virtue signal and cut ties with the devs. This is a mistake on so many
I think virtual signaling is the worth. I think virtually signaling is the worth of 2024. I think virtual signaling was the word that marked last year.
levels, and all for some person you don't agree with. Yeah, because banning links is totally going to make a difference. You mods need to touch some grass. Edit, on top of that, you promote a site that has a CP problem. Nicely done. Back
Wait, what? Blue Sky has a CP problem?
over on Twitter, Merrick Tominsky would respond to the post, simply
fuck?
saying in this tweet, the everyone is a Nazi thing is getting
That's
really boring
crazy.
and out of touch.
How the f can you...
Always wins in the
like-
end. Trust it.
How can you have a CP problem if there's only 5,000 people posting? That's wild to me, bro.
Is built through authenticity and transparency, not by shifting narratives. Players first. In response
how?
to Merrick, some users are reporting that the mods have already begun banning people that disagree with them. For example, user Gold and Silver showing this screenshot saying you've been permanently banned from participating in Lords of the Fallen. And right below him, another user, Drongi, posting a similar message. It wouldn't be surprising if the mods go through all of the posts criticizing them and banning those users too. But currently, that's where things are for the situation. Let me know what you think about this crazy stuff in the comments.
That's
and as always,
crazy.
thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed my coverage, please also consider liking and or subscribing to the channel. Appreciate ya, and I'll see you in the next one.
Blue Sky, more like... What the f, man? Jesus Christ, bro. Reddit is crazy. I swear to God. Only Reddit, man. This type of shit that you can literally say only on Reddit. What the f? That's crazy, man.